Swimming Pool International, the Swimming Pool Podcast.
A warm welcome to you at the first International Swimming Pool Podcast.
In front of me sits Angela Herrmann, International Sales Manager at Benke near Munich in Germany.
And in front of me sits Michael Visser, Export Manager at Fluvo Schmalenberger from Tübingen in Germany. Hi, Michael.
Hi, Angela. How are you?
I'm pretty well. It's our first podcast. I'm pretty excited, to be honest.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, I have actually my first question. Can you tell me something about yourself?
Well, I have to be a bit short, but I'm from Holland, born in Amsterdam, and I've been in pumps my whole life. Traveling, export is my passion. And how about you, Angela? Can you tell me a little bit more about yourself?
Yes, I'm Angela Herrmann, and I decided with 16 already that I want to live somewhere else, and this is what I did until today. And yeah, I love to be outside. I love international people, and I guess that's why I'm an international sales manager for Benke. And I'm traveling a lot. We sell swimming pool equipment, and yeah, it's kind of like my world.
Okay, great stuff.
Michael, tell me something about what do you do?
I'm an export manager for Fluvo Schmalenberger, and we sell products related to industrial applications as well as swimming pools. And I'm responsible for all English-speaking countries. And from mostly distributors and dealers, and I give education, trainings, and make them sell more. Yeah, and how about yourself? What do you do?
Yeah, as I kind of mentioned, I'm responsible for the international sales for Benke. It's a company which sells swimming pool equipment all over the world, and our specialty is we have heat exchangers. We are manufacturing everything in Germany.
Right.
And and this is what I try to sell outside of Germany.
Okay, very, very interesting.
Michael, you once told me you're a pump man. So what is so fascinating about pumps?
Well, pumps is something that you really grow into. I didn't have a pump background at all, but after one of my trips or my living abroad in Taiwan, I came back in Europe, and there was a company who asked for a pump man or a person interested in pumps who had experience in Asia. And that's how I started my pump career. And once you're into pumps, you are totally addicted. You will never get out. It's sort of like almost like a drug. So I consider myself, since 1987, a pump man.
Okay, and you have to tell me more about this.
And pumps is for me, moving fluid from point A to point B and everything in between. And it can be for all kinds of applications, swimming pools, but also industry where you have pumping emulsion with chips from A to B. And the whole idea from moving fluids from A to B fascinates me.
I kind of get the idea.
Benke is a wholesaler and a producer, and that always sort of fascinated me as well. Can you explain a bit more how this works in various markets, being a producer as well as a wholesaler?
Yeah, so we are a manufacturer. We manufacture in two places in Germany. We have one in the center of Germany where we produce filters, and then we have another production near Munich where we do stainless steel. These are our own products, really. Everything was made of these things. And a lot of times, depending on the market, people ask for our own products. But nevertheless, we have a system which is called AquaVision, where we sell the whole system, what you really need to operate a pool. So people would ask, they say, okay, you start with a filter from our own production, and I say, but Angela, do you have more? And then I say, of course, we have also measuring, dosing system, swimming pool control, which we make, by the way, as well. So, and then I sell the whole, everything what is needed to operate the pool. So it's kind of like it develops, you know. Sometimes what we also do, we do projects. So they give the plan from the pool, and then we design everything, all the parts they would need for the pool. And in this way, I sell already everything.
Right.
As a producer, as a wholesaler,
Right.
the whole thing together.
Understood. Very, very interesting.
So what are your main markets?
Well, traditionally, our main markets would be Northern Europe. Since we are a manufacturer of high-end products, water features related to massage and wellness. And the Northern European market traditionally was always, let's say, the innovators. So Scandinavia, German-speaking countries, Benelux and Great Britain are our main markets. We try to expand in other areas, but when you talk about main markets, these are the ones. What makes your product portfolio so different than others? And I mean wholesalers in particular. And where do you consider your main markets are? It's like two questions in one.
Well, I start with the last one. Our main markets naturally is Germany and 9 neighbors we have, all the surrounding neighbors. But nevertheless, we have markets also in Southern Europe, you know, in some islands. And we also expand. We have customers from Georgia, from Azerbaijan, in Dubai. So at the end, we can work worldwide.
Yes. Okay.
And the first question,
yes,
what makes us so different, is I'm not talking about quality. It's like you talk about an expensive car. It's sure you have good quality, no? So this is what we live, right? But we have a lot of engineering knowledge since so many years. The company was founded in 1945. So we built up over the years so many experience, and the products are made in detail. It's like, I love jewelry. So it's like if you unwrap our skimmer, for example, you already think, wow, this is something precious what we do. And we have short transportation ways, we have easy communication, we have service guys who travel around, and we do customized products. So if you say, for my pool, I want something super special, we can do it. And that makes us different.
Okay.
How about Fluvo Schmalenberger?
Well, when it comes to wellness and water features, we are a one-shop supplier. We have everything from massage nozzles to water curtains to countercurrents. We make lazy rivers, custom built, and we do different materials. We supply the components in ABS or in stainless steel, carbon fiber, and of course, for specific projects, we make custom-built products as well. So very, very broad product range when it comes to wellness and water features.
I see. And now comes my last question, or almost at the end. What do you love so much about your job?
Well, my whole life, I have loved to meet different cultures. And different cultures means traveling. And what I love so much about this job, first of all, I love the pool world. And secondly, I love to meet all these different cultures around the world. Each of these cultures have different interesting stories, and it just makes the job so fantastic. And how about you? What do you love about your job?
It's the same. That's why we have this job, I guess, no?
Yeah, yes.
I love cultures, and I thought about this morning, and sometimes are these little stories. You know, like the other day I was in Serbia and I was sitting in the taxi driver and I'm thinking I almost die because he was driving so fast. But at the end we sang songs together, the taxi driver and me. And I think, oh, now is these moments, you know, where I think this is what I love really. Besides, I have to say, and now we say, yeah, okay, she's talking about the company. But I do also love to travel to Benke because I don't live in Germany, and every time I go to the company and I leave the company, I'm thinking, wow, this was like so good. We have such a good environment in the company as well. I love being with these people, and I love the spirit there. And all these little stories about work with customers, about these little stories on the sideways, this is all the package. This is what I really deeply enjoy.
Dear listeners, you are probably wondering, why are we doing this podcast? What do you think, Angela? Why are we doing it?
That's a very good question. And actually was born because there is a for German-speaking customers who want to build a dream pool. And yeah, Markus and Dietmar, who are our bosses, have a podcast which was very successful in the German-speaking regions. And then we thought, yeah, why don't we do it more internationally? And we want to inform. We want to inform what are the news, product news. We want to talk with customers. We want to go to fairs. We want to talk maybe to associations and see what is going on in the market. And yeah, make it more internationally, because we have pools all over the world, as we mentioned before. And yeah, make it fun, make it interesting, and have something you want to listen to.
Increase the awareness of what's going on in the market. Very, very interesting.
Michael, I'm so excited to have more of episodes of our new podcast. And I'm really looking forward to go to these nice places, to meet customers, to have a good time, to learn something, because we also want to, every time we want to say really what we have learned. And I know I have learned that pumps are interesting.
And addictive, yes.
And addictive, exactly. Who would ever thought this, right?
And yes, and I'm looking very, very much, looking forward to the next podcast, which we will do in the Piscine in Lyon in November 2022.
Michael, we totally forgot something.
Oh yes, you're right, Angela. First of all, thank you very much. And we hope you will be listening to us more. And you can, of course, subscribe to our content, which is published at Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube.
Yeah, all the social media channels where you can reach podcasts. And of course, we have a website, www.swimmingpool-podcast.com. Thank you, merci, gracias.
Dankjewel, zesje. Pukachi.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Dag. You can always write us with any comments or questions to mail@swimmingpool-podcast.com. This episode of the Swimming Pool International podcast is supported by our media partner Eurospa Pool News, the international media of pool and spa industry. Thank you very much for your support.
Swimming Pool International, the Swimming Pool Podcast.